In this video, we'll be looking at my top 10 tips for getting to and getting a bargain at the most popular copy markets in Shanghai. Hi, it's Mike here, and this channel is all about inspiring you to get out and try something different, either overseas or at home, through giving you tips and tricks or sharing my own experiences and adventures. If you're new here and like the sound of that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. So let's jump into it. China is well known for making copy products from handbags to phones and everything in between. And in Shanghai, one of the most well-known places to buy these is at the copy markets at the Science and Technology Museum Metro Stop. It's a fun place to visit, even if you're not looking to buy anything, and I'd recommend you check it out if you're ever in Shanghai. So in this video, I'm going to cover my top 10 tips for getting to the markets and getting out with a bargain. I've been to these markets many times and never failed to walk out with a good deal. And make sure you stick around to the end of the video, because I'll also share with you 3 phrases in Mandarin that will help you with your shopping experience and negotiating to give you a much better chance of getting a good deal at the markets. So let's get into it. The markets are located at the Metro Stop for the Science and Technology Museum, and it's super easy to get there. Just take line 2 on the Metro and get out at the Science and Technology Museum stop. When you come off the Metro, any exit is fine as the markets are right there at the station. At the markets you can find all manner of product. It's especially good for handbags, backpacks, shoes and sneakers, sunglasses, t-shirts, sweatshirts and sports shirts. It's really good for prescription glasses. You can get your eyes tested in glasses made to your needs. There are pearls and other jewellery shops, lots of small electronics and toys, and of course all manner of souvenirs. Basically lots of stuff. The first rule of power negotiating: never accept the first price. The vendors do like to haggle and will generally start high. Of course, it does help if you know what a reasonable price is to start with, as some will actually offer you a fair price at the beginning, whereas others will start a lot higher. If you're with a local work colleague or someone that lives in Shanghai, ask them for a rough guide of prices for the items you're looking for. It also depends on the item. A basic handbag may be worth 150 RMB, but one with a bit more bling might be closer to 300. And if you're looking to buy more than one item, for example the same handbag in a couple of colours, it's definitely reasonable to ask for a lower price. I like to get to a price that I'm comfortable with for a single item and then ask how much for 2 or 3, then you'll know you'll get a bargain. If you start a negotiation, be prepared to finish it. After a couple of rounds of saying "tai kuai la" or "too expensive," they will ask you to name a price. If you do that, their expectation is that you want the item and will buy it if you reach an agreement. Be prepared for a grumpy vendor if you walk away at that point. If there's something specific you're looking for, say a pair of sneakers or a handbag in a certain colour or style, it's really helpful if you bring some pictures on your phone. The vendors are really good at finding exactly what you're after, or something pretty close, if they have a picture, rather than you trying to describe it. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? There's always more product available than you see on the shelves, so if you're looking for something you don't see, be sure to ask. That's where a picture on your phone is really helpful. Often the vendor will climb up into a roof cavity or pull some suitcases from behind a hidden door to find exactly what you're after. They all know each other too, so if you get a bargain on shoes at one store and you're after some sports shirts, ask them there and they'll most likely know a good store to go to, most probably because it belongs to their cousin, but because you have bought from them, it does help you get a good price at the next store. If you do find a place that you particularly like and you think you'll want to tell others about it or come back yourself next time, ask the vendor for a card. They will typically have their aisle and booth number on it so you can find your way back next time. If you have local work colleagues or know somebody that lives in Shanghai, it's a good idea to bring them if you can. They'll probably roll their eyes because they've been to the market 100 times, but they'll know some of their favourite places to go, and since they're known at that store, will most likely be able to get a good price. They'll also know what things should sell for, so if you're keen to have a bargain yourselves, at least they can advise the kind of price you should be aiming for. And last but not least, the markets are large, and there's a spider web of alleyways, so it's easy to get lost, therefore it's good to have someone who knows their way around. A lot of the quality at the markets is really very good. I have a Tumi backpack I got over 4 years ago and it's still going strong. So as much as you'd like to convince yourself it's the real thing, it's not. It's all fake, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad quality. As long as you're buying brands your friends would realistically believe, no one will know the difference. For example, if I rocked up to work in a Rolex, people would probably raise their eyebrows. But a tag, that's believable, right? Since you're close by, and by that I mean literally outside the station door, you might as well spend some time at the Science and Technology Museum itself. It really is a wonderful museum and fantastic with or without kids. The range of exhibits and displays they have is truly mind-boggling and likely to be bigger than anything you've ever experienced before, so I definitely recommend taking some time to visit. So there you go, 10 tips to help you navigate your way through the copy markets and walk away with a bargain. To be honest, even if you aren't looking to buy anything, it's worth a look even if you just want to wander around and observe what goes on. So now for the 3 phrases in Mandarin that will help you get a bargain at the markets. I'll put Chinese pinyin on screen as well as how it actually sounds. Now bear in mind, I'm not an expert in Mandarin, and whilst my pronunciation may not be perfect, these phrases have worked for me for a long time. The first is ni or meo, or do you have? This is really useful if you have a picture or something on your cell phone and you can just use this phrase to ask them if they have that item. The second is doxia qian, or how much is this? Translated, it means how much money, but they know what you mean. The third one is tai kuai la, or too expensive. That one you'll probably be using quite a bit. An extra one to throw in is xie xie, or thank you. It never hurts to be polite, right? So there you go, my 10 tips for getting a bargain at the copy markets and some phrases to help you out. You might feel a little bit strange trying them, but it's all good fun and they really do appreciate you trying. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'll catch you in the next video, and don't forget, get busy living.